That's what one of my patients says. And it's funny, but it's true. Live long enough and you'll get arthritis, skin cancer, probably one of the common chronic diseases like CHF, COPD, diabetes. At All County Healthcare, we teach you how to manage your disease. We make sure you know how to take your medications and how to recognize signs and symptoms before requiring hospitalization, no matter how many visits it takes. You didn't move to Florida to be sick. You moved here to enjoy the rest of your life. And that's exactly what our team of nurses, therapists, and aides at All County Healthcare help you do.
The following programming is furnished by you and your doctor.
The content, information, and opinions expressed during the related show are those of the show personalities and guest alone, and not those of Vic Canellis Media Group, its parent, affiliates, or stations. VCMG Live is not responsible for any content, information, or opinions expressed. User bears full responsibility for their reliance on such content, information, or opinions.
Amp2.tv presents You and Your Doctor, teaching you to live a longer and healthier life. Proudly sponsored by All County Healthcare, where people are the heart of our business. All County Healthcare is a Medicare certified agency where one call will service all your home care health needs. For more information, call 954-717-7027 or visit our website, allcountyhealthcare.com. Now, let's get informed to living a longer and healthier life. Here is your host for today's show.
Welcome back to another episode of You and Your Doctor, sponsored by All County Healthcare. You're able to watch us on AMP2 TV and listen to us on 96.9 and 95.3 FM. If you have any questions for our guests, please feel free to call in at 888-994-4995. I am your host, Raymond Phillips, and today we have a very special guest with us today, Mr. Johnny Olson, owner of Johnny O's Gymnasium. Welcome, Mr. Johnny. How are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you so much for having me on.
Oh, it is our honor and privilege to have you on with us tonight. So let's just jump right into it. So tell our listeners today a little bit about your background within the fitness and health and wellness industry.
Well, it began a long time ago. Back in the early 1970s, when I guess it began when my brother and I borrowed $6 from my mother to buy a weight set at a neighbor's house down the road at a yard sale, and we brought it back to our garage, and we started working out, and that was in the early 1970s, and it began from there. I basically got immediately interested in it, and it's been a lifelong thing. In 1975, I started as an Olympic weightlifter, and in 1975 I won a silver medal in the Junior Olympics at a 148-pound class, and ever since that time I've been involved in the fitness industry in one form or another, and it's been an amazing ride.
That is absolutely, truly amazing what you've been doing. So tell us a little bit more about what you're doing right now within the fitness industry.
Well, right now I own Johnny O's Gymnasium, which is in Boca Raton, Florida. We're the only indoor-outdoor gym in all of South Florida, and maybe Florida. We've got 10,000 square feet of outdoor space, and it's covered by an awning that's 125 feet by 45 feet. So there's never any rain cancellations. And look, we live in Florida. Why wouldn't you want to be outside anyway? So it's a beautiful thing. And we opened up about 2.5 years ago, and it's been an amazing ride so far.
Wow, that's, again, it's truly amazing what you've been able to do for the community down here in South Florida. So for our listeners listening tonight, if you could give any advice on how to start their own fitness journey for themselves, what advice would you give them?
I mean, I could talk for hours on that, but you need to have a plan. The problem with the fitness industry is so many people have failed at it, and they've failed at it for a reason that's not their fault. Big gyms know how to sell memberships, they know how to build gyms, they know how to make them look all fancy, but they don't know how to get the results for their clients. Everything's about results. The only reason why someone is going to join a gym is because they want results. And if we're not helping them do that, they're gonna fail. We can't do whatever job they do. We shouldn't expect them to be able to do ours. So we need to expect them to come in and not know anything, but learn from us and have a plan. They don't want to be walking into a gym and look around and say, I'm going to start over there, when there's nobody on that machine. You have to walk into that gym knowing what you're going to do and have a plan. And when you have that, your chances of success raise drastically. And that's probably the biggest thing that you can do. Join a gym where you're going to get results and you have people that are behind you and pushing you in order to get those results. Because quite frankly, like my gym isn't the cheapest gym. We're a little bit more expensive than other gyms. If we don't do our job and get you results, you're going somewhere else. And we understand that. So we work on getting results and talking to our members and motivating them and making sure they're following their plan.
I like that though, because not many gyms in the area have that mentality and has that culture that allows people to go into the gym knowing that they're going to be pushed to get results. Even if they're just there for open gym by themselves, they're still going to have the accountability of the staffs, the trainers on site to push them in order to get where they need to be. And that's, again, that's so special. So moving forward, tell us a little bit about some of the members' experience and how your gym and the location here has helped them within their own personal fitness journeys.
Well, in the fitness industry, there's all types of gyms that people can join. When I created Johnny O's Gymnasium, I created it with the understanding that there was going to be a vibe, an energy that's conducive to results. So when you walk into that gym, you're going to see an experience that you haven't seen anywhere else. You walk in, we have iconic athletes that are painted on the walls. We have just as many women athletes as we have male athletes because we have about a 50% women and men ratio. You're going to hear some music that's loud and motivating. You're going to be working out on equipment that's different from other places. It's equipment that works really well with trainers. And a lot of, that's why we have a lot of the high-end trainers that come and work with us because of our equipment. So it's a little bit of everything. It's the energy that's around you. It's the people that are around you. One day you could be standing next to a soccer mom and then look on the other side and there's a world-class runner or a professional football player. You know, we've got all types of athletes that come in there. They choose Johnny O's for a reason. Their body is their life. It's their livelihood. And we're really proud of the fact that they choose us over other gyms because they feel that this place, Johnny O's Gymnasium, is going to give them the best possible place for them to continue their professional careers.
No, definitely. And that, again, is amazing. So people can go in there knowing that they're going to be taken care of. And I think that's definitely an important aspect. And once again, it's truly awesome. That's the best word I can use to describe it. It's truly awesome what you're doing for the community down here. So tell us a little bit more about some of the amenities and aspects of Johnny O's that you offer.
Well, we have a variety of group classes, and a good group class could literally have a pro athlete in there and a 75-year-old woman. They're both doing their own thing and they're going at their pace, but when the class is over, they have both gotten something out of it and made some progress. So we've got classes that have people as high as 70 in their 70s, and we've got some kids classes. A little shout out to my grandsons, Benny and the Broncolator. They take the young athletes class, which begins at 4 years old. So we've got 4-year-olds that come in there. We've got athletes that are 10 years old that come in. And I'm talking about athletes that have started with us 2 years ago at 8 years old, that I would literally put my reputation on the line and tell you that these people will be getting several offers for colleges. That's how much they have dedicated themselves, and that's how much they've put into it and progressed in the 2 years that we've been here.
Again, there's so many different things that this gym offers. It's truly amazing. For anyone who is interested, Johnny O's Gymnasium is located at 2920 South Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard, Suite 8 in Boca Raton, Florida 33431. They are open from Monday to Thursday from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m., Fridays from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Saturdays from 7 p.m. to 4 p.m. on the weekends. So again, moving forward in this, I really am interested to learn about the culture, because you talked a little bit about the vibe and the energy at the gym. How does the gym sustain that culture with new people coming in every single day, new trainers coming in? How do you keep that culture, that Johnny O's culture right there?
Well, our culture is number one, results, and number two, we show people that we care. If you don't care about people, which is what most big gyms, big box gyms do, because they've got thousands and thousands of members, we don't. We just have we have a couple 100, 300 members. We care about our members. We know everyone that comes in by their first name. We show people that we care, and they know that we're not disingenuous about that. So we care about them, and we care about them getting results. And when you show those two things, that you care and that you want them to get results, they appreciate that. And it goes a long way, because they didn't get it elsewhere.
They're able to get it at Johnny O's Gymnasium.
100%. You walk in the door and we do it. But now, as far as the changes in the fitness world because of the pandemic, now we're doing a lot of online classes. So we've got online training, both classes and online personal training, and people can get involved in that. They don't have to come in. If you're watching from any other part of the world, send us a message on Johnny O's Gymnasium Instagram, and we can help you get started on an in-home type workout, whether it's a group class or whether it's a one-on-one thing. But that's where the industry is going to. There's a lot of people that are doing a gym membership plus doing some workouts from home. So that's something that we are changing with the times.
That's very interesting too. Do you want to talk a little bit more about some of the instructors that you have at the gym, the trainers that you have there, and how they're able to really help and guide some of the members on the personal training aspects?
We've got some absolutely incredible trainers. You happen to be one of them. And
Yes.
Ray started with us as an intern and then became a front desk, and now she's doing personal training and doing group training. And you're a perfect example, because Ray came in, she's an athlete, and she came in liking and loving and having a passion for fitness. And you basically honed your skills with us,
Yes.
but you did it on your own too, because you have to be able to continue to learn. When I see trainers that have been in the business 30 years, I'll ask them, what are you doing to make yourself a better trainer? And it's an easy question, it's an easy thing to do. There's so many ways to continue to learn. And I tell people every day, I've been in this industry for parts of 6 decades. It's a long time. And I will tell you that every day I'm learning something new. And the day I stop learning is the day I'm not here anymore. And that's a fact. And anybody that doesn't think like that, you don't want to be around them. Things change daily in my business. And it's exciting to watch people like you come in and watch you just rise to the top. And you're a perfect example, again, because of how you care about your clients, how you care about the people in your class, and it shows. And that's why it's growing all the time.
Thank you. Thank you for that, Mr. Johnny. I definitely really appreciate that. And again, this gym is definitely a very special place to be. The culture that it offers, the vibe, the energy, and a place that truly cares about all of the members that walk through that door. Again, you know everyone by name. Most gym owners will never know that, and that's something that's truly special about Johnny O's Gymnasium. And so moving forward a little bit, I want you to shed a little bit more light on some of the group classes that you offer at the gym, because I know that a lot of people go there for the group classes and they have memberships just for it. So what makes them so special?
All right, first off, with the group classes, the reason why group classes are successful is because you don't have to think. You know, I get off work at 5, I get to Johnny O's by 5:20, the class begins at 5:30, I'm going to get motivated by the instructor, by the people around me, by the music, by the vibe of the facility, and I'm going to go to work. And you're going to be pushed hard, and at 6:30, you know it's over. So you don't have to think. Everything is provided for you. What we do at Johnny O's is on Monday, we do a lower body focus. So whether you're taking a 6 a.m. class, the 8 a.m., the noon, the 5:30 p.m. class, whatever class you're doing is going to be a lower body function. It might alternate by the instructor slightly, but it's going to be lower body. On Tuesday, it's going to be upper body. On Wednesday, it's going to be cardio and core, and then Thursday and Friday go back to lower body and upper body. And that's what it keeps you going. And again, whatever your job is, you've been trained to do that job. You haven't been trained to do hours. So don't expect to know it. Don't be afraid to come in and understand that you don't know anything, but that's why you're here, is to learn. But that's the reason why there's been too many people that have failed in this over the last 50 years. We want you to succeed.
And what do you think are the main contributors to why your gym has succeeded in the South Florida area, especially with so much competition around?
It's a combination of the facility itself, of the people that work there, and the people that come in. And like I said, we're not for everybody. If you're not serious about getting into shape, then it's not going to work for you. Don't waste your money. We tell people when they come in, you know, our success at Johnny O's is based on your success. If you don't succeed, you're going. You're not going to be there. We don't want that. We want the people to come in, and we want them to embrace it. We want them to make this part of their day. And whatever we can do to make that happen, we do. So I tell people all the time, every day I'll see somebody and I'll say, listen, someday you might hit a wall. Someday you might have a week where you're not doing well. I want you to come to me. I want to talk to you. We'll sit down and we'll figure out how to get you back on track. Because everybody has bad days or bad weeks. Let's get it back. Somebody just called me 20 minutes ago and they said, they had come in for a trial membership, and they're like, well, I'm moving, I'm going to be out for a month. I go, no, you're moving. There's a lot going on. But at the same time, find time for yourself. Because if you take a month off, it could end up being 3 months or 4 months. Don't do that. Stay in the program and continue to do something. I don't care if it's 30 minutes. Don't stop doing something, because it's too easy not to get back into it.
Yeah, that is definitely very true. Consistency is key when it comes to your health. This is the only body we have. So shed a little bit of light on why Johnny O's is such a special place to you personally.
Well, because I created it, and it wasn't just, it's a lifetime. It's been a lifetime of things. So I owned my first gym in Cape Cod, Massachusetts back in the 90s. And when you do something one time, you learn what you don't want to do and what you would like to change when you do it again. And I've had a lot of time. I visit as many gyms as I can. I've been doing it, like I said, working out legitimately for 50 years. And I knew what I wanted. When I walked into the space, I saw in 1 minute exactly what I was going to do. Wow. So every single minor detail, including the photographs that are on the bathroom doors, came from me. It's an old school vibe that we have, and we've got the gym kind of feels that. So it goes like that. I will tell you a funny story about the name of the gym, Johnny O's Gymnasium. I met Arnold Schwarzenegger for the first time back in the early or the mid 90s, and he knew that I had a gym. And when I met him and I came, he said, "I understand you own a gymnasium." And I said, "Yes, I do." And I kind of laughed. I said, "I like this name." And ever since then, I started using the name Gymnasium. So people would call me, where you going? I'm going to the gymnasium. I always used it. So when I came time to name the gym, my partner said, I want your name in it, and I don't care what else. So I said, I'm going to call it after my first real hero in the fitness industry, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and hence the name Johnny O's Gymnasium.
Wow. I never knew about that story where the name came from. That's really awesome. He's a great person to meet for sure.
And we have a massive mural of him on the wall inside, and I could see right from my office. So I get motivated every day looking at that. But I get motivated by all my members and all the people. And that's really something really special for me, is I get to wake up every single morning and go to work and change people's lives. Wow. Not many people can say that. We change people's lives. And people come up to me and tell me that. But I've had people come up to me that met me 25 years ago, and they'll say something to me that, first of all, I don't even remember them sometimes, but they'll say something that I know I said. And I'll sit back and I'll say, my goodness, 25 years ago, and they still remember what I said.
Wow.
And that just tells me that we can really change lives. And I tell people, I see a lot of young athletes every day, and I'll talk to them and I motivate them, and I'll talk to them about staying on the straight and narrow and going to school and staying focused. And I'll let them know, I'll say, now listen to me. In a very short time, you're going to be giving back the same information that I'm getting and I'm giving to you. So remember that. It's all about giving back in this world. That's how we progress as an industry.
Definitely. And we actually have a call-in about to come in for you, Mr. Johnny.
All right.
Okay, just give us a few more minutes with the caller coming in, and then we'll get back. So, Mr. Johnny, what would you say is the biggest benefit of having the personal aspect at the gym? Being able to truly know people's progress, truly know them by name, and being able to motivate them in their individuals' lives, and still having so much else on your plate to do?
It comes back to, it kind of always comes back to one word, and that's results. People drive, in some cases, 30 minutes or longer to come to our gym because of the vibe, because of the energy, because it's conducive to results. One of the best compliments I ever got was from a construction worker that called me, and he said, he had just left, and he sent me a text. He said, I drove to Johnny O's. I had to do legs today, but I said, I'm going easy because I got to work outside all day. And he said, I left the gym. I went in and I walked in and I said, there's no going easy at Johnny O's. So that's a great compliment. When you walk in the door, it's the culture that we created that is going to push you along with the people.
Definitely. And now we have our caller that's about to come in.
Hear anything?
Hello, how are you?
Okay, better.
Hi, how are you? So
I have a question for Mr. Johnny O.
Yes, he is right here.
Hello. Hello.
Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Go ahead, sir.
Hello. Hello.
We
Yes,
can hear
we can
you
hear
perfect.
My question is, I have a good friend that just recently moved down here to South Florida in the Palm Beach County area, and he is recently coming off of a pain pill addiction. Me being one that's a big advocate of working out and living a healthy lifestyle, I've been trying to convince him to turn over a new leaf and start working out regularly. Mr. Johnny, can you perhaps expand on that and go into detail how you think working out, perhaps coming into the gym
Absolutely.
and changing that might help him?
Absolutely. The word that you used is he's got an addiction. And we use that word, addiction, because it doesn't have to have a bad connotation. An addiction can be a good connotation. What we do is, and we have a good number of people that are former addicts, and they come in and they use the gym as their form of endorphins that get released through exercise. So basically they get high from their exercise and how they push themselves. But we talk about addiction in a positive way. Let's get addicted into fitness and training and results and progress. This is what we substitute one drug for another, a fitness drug. And we have amazing success with that. If they can commit, we can help them. That simple.
Yes, definitely. And thank you so much, Mr. Johnny, for coming on to our show today. You were an absolutely fantastic guest. And join us next Monday at 6:30 for another episode of You and Your Doctor, sponsored by All County Healthcare. Have a great night, everyone.
Thank you for letting us share with you a longer and healthier lifestyle. If you have a doctor or are a doctor and wish to be on the show, call AMP2 TV at 866-244-5422 and we will put you on the air as soon as possible. Tune in next week for more information on living longer and having a healthier life.